Go for it.
The Netflix series Squid Game was released in 2021 and became a success around the world. The show depicts South Korea as a dystopian society where people enter a context risking their lives for money. All the while, the competition is being viewed and the viewers are placing bets on which competitors will win. Comparable to a horse race, despite the show's success abroad, Squid Game was not as well received by South Koreans.
Very
Af-
good, very good. And then here's what I'm asking everyone, what I asked everyone to do. After reading the article, how do South Koreans feel about Squid Game? It's complicated. Answer this in 2 paragraphs. So two of you have given feedback. The rest of you I haven't yet to give feedback, but I wanted to give everyone some additional context right here with a video from 2021. I'm going to pause the recording.
What the people feeling when they watch the movie.
I think yes,
Mixed feelings. Yeah, you know.
It's a very different feeling, different.
Right. Yeah,
Or maybe sometimes maybe it's a opposite meaning.
pretty close.
Teacher,
what else?
probably they compare themselves with their real life with the movie.
Well,
Probably.
here's a mixed feelings. Is it ever, have you ever,
like bad feelings or possible,
what do you mean, Verioska?
like a good or bad things, like mixed.
Yeah, except it's not either or. What Verioska is talking about, it's actually both together. Mixed feelings. So I'll give you an example. Your best friend has fallen in love and is very happy, but you hate the person that they've fallen in love with. It's possible that you have mixed feelings. What does that mean?
And then when you feel happy and you feel sad at the same time.
Exactly. It's having multiple emotions at the same time.
Mhm.
So it's a phrase in English, mixed feelings. It doesn't mean good, it doesn't mean bad.
Mhm.
It means a lot of complicated emotions happening at once. So last week, everyone shared a commercial, and many people were very happy and proud to share commercials from their country. People would say, "This is a commercial from my country," and we're really proud and really excited. So what we have here is the show Squid Game. It's what's called a cultural export. And you can figure this out too. You know what culture means, you know what export means. So a cultural export, who could tell me what is a cultural export?
Hi, teacher.
Yes. Define.
Cultural export is what the people sometimes how I can say that
Mhm.
cultural export is the culture the people get from the other country.
Correct. Yes, exactly. And we were sharing a lot of commercials from various countries last week. Can anyone give an example of a cultural export where they're from? I'll give an example. Hip hop music. Where is it from?
America.
Correct. So that's a cultural export. People
Yes.
around the world listen to
I
the type
have
of American
example.
music.
For example, before Halloween, we
Mhm.
didn't celebrate. We didn't celebrate a lot of years ago this event. I don't know,
Mhm.
but now my country celebrate. Not all,
Yes.
but it's from America. This is to like culture exports. Yes.
Exactly, exactly. Can anyone think of other examples of cultural exports? Music, food,
Food, for
clothing,
example,
all of these. Yeah,
in
yeah,
my case, arepas from Venezuela.
exactly, exactly. There we go. So food can be a cultural export, music can be a cultural export, and in this case, media, TV. So if we have a TV show that's come from South Korea that became really, really popular all around the world. So that's an example of cultural export, of a cultural export. But the article, usually when there is a cultural export that's successful around the world, people from that country have a sense of pride, a sense of happiness. Like for instance, Amelia, if you go to if you go to the grocery store in America and you can find the corn flour you need to make arepas, you're generally pretty happy about that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly, exactly. So that's generally like the natural reaction is that when you see your cultural export somewhere else in the world, you say, "Hey, that's ours. That's one of us." That's usually the typical reaction. But the question we have here is this. Why do many people in South Korea have mixed feelings? Like, about this particular TV show. So people around the world are watching this TV show. Instead of everybody celebrating and everybody being proud, people are saying, I don't know how I feel about this. It's a situation of mixed feelings. Does everybody understand what the question is right there? Why do many people in South Korea have mixed feelings? So I drew happy and sad, mixed feelings about this cultural export. Not everybody's celebrating. Does everybody understand the question I wrote here on the right-hand side of the screen?
Hi, teacher.
Okay. So I want to make sure everybody understands the question. Can everyone please, you can turn your camera on, give me a thumbs up emoji. Just make sure you understand it. Safio, yes, you have it. Do you get the question?
Yeah, I get it. I
Okay,
think
cool. All right. So I don't need to explain it anymore.
why South Korean have a mixed feeling about this movie. I think because in this movie, they use that's one from the other culture. It's not a Korean culture only in this movie.
Well, I just want to make sure everybody understands the question. I think, is there anyone here who does not yet understand the question? Okay, so here we go. Why do many people in South Korea have mixed feelings about the show's success? I'm going to play this quick video and then we can put it into context. Some Korean viewers find the social critiques too close to home. What might that mean?
It's about the reality that they are facing every day.
Oh, good. Say more. That's correct. Say more. Let's get let's get some more cameras on here. Looks like everyone's kind of on autopilot. Oh, there we go. Beautiful faces. I like it. Okay. Can you say a little bit more, Judith, about the reality I'm sorry, Marie, about
Yes.
the reality they face every day? Why would that be too close to home?
Too close to home is like if you are at home, you don't have food to eat, and someone put it on TV show and talking about you.
Exactly. So you're experiencing a real struggle and then you see that struggle in your life and in your society on TV and the whole world is watching, not everybody's going to be happy about that. Very good.
No.
Very good. Can anyone else add to what Marie is talking about? And let's go over some of the what the one of these TV writers was saying. She said there's one character who represents an undocumented immigrant who's easily exploited. Elderly poverty. And then one character is somebody who succeeded in life, went to the very best university, but then still couldn't felt that they had not achieved enough, and they went into financial crime and then risked going to prison and put themselves into debt as well. So all of these problems people are seeing depicted on TV. So there it is. If you read the screen, exploiting undocumented immigrants, elderly living in poverty, people who have succeeded in life but are still turning to financial crime. So these are some of the very real things that are, well, some of the issues that are playing out within this fictional drama on TV. So why might that inspire a lot of people to have mixed feelings about the show's success? I'm going back to that phrase, mixed feelings. Is anybody here from I forgot, anybody here from Colombia?
I think Felipe.
Yes. Felipe, that's right. I was like looking through Felipe. Oh wait, Felipe's microphone.
I'm from Colombia.
Yes, I knew it. I was like looking through the screen. I was like, okay, great. Felipe, how is this show received in Colombia?
Narcos.
Yeah. Oh, okay, there it is. Everybody hear that deep breath, like Narcos?
Yes. Yes, it's
Tell us
complicated.
everything, Felipe.
It's very complicated.
It's complicated, right? Why is that? And that's another cultural export. So the show Narcos, if anybody's familiar with it, Felipe, tell us what that show is and why is it complicated?
Excuse me, teacher, I can't hear you. Well,
tell us why is it complicated?
Oh, because people in Colombia have been produced by narco trafficking. I don't know how to say that in English. Narco trafficking.
Emilia, I think Emilia was about to say more. Go for it, Emilia. Pick up where Felipe left off.
Yeah, Venezuela is so close, and I can share my thoughts about that.
Mm-hmm.
The successful through the drug business is not like all Colombian people are.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah,
So what
then
Emilia
maybe
is talking about is, so the show Narcos, it's about the story of Pablo Escobar,
yeah,
which is famous, but of course, people from Colombia are going to have very mixed, complicated feelings about that.
absolutely
Really complicated.
because actually Pablo Escobar was a man that many people love
Mm-hmm.
because he could help a lot of people, but the source of his money was really bad thing. No, this is the origin of the mixed feelings.
There you go.
I can be so happy because you are helping me, but at the same time, I know that the money is not good money.
Yeah,
that?
there we go.
Yeah, I think that the is the same with this series. This series because Korean people is not like this. No, I can see, I can say Korean people is successful in that way. This is not true.
There we go. So when everyone, does everybody know what Emilia means when many Koreans might say, wait a minute, it's not like that. We're not all entering, we're not all that, sad and willing to kill, to die for money. Our society is not that hopeless, which is the way it's depicted in the way it's depicted in the show. It seems like this, the word dystopian, it's this, tragic place where everyone is scraping by and willing to do anything for money. And a lot of people might say, my life is not like that. I don't like the rest of the world thinking we are like this. Safayo, did you want to add something? Oh, you had your hand up, Safayo. Okay, I think his hand just was up
No,
previously.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, no problem. I thought you were raising your hand with a question. So I think yeah, everybody has a better understanding of how to look at the article that we read for homework. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to give you some vocabulary words in context, and when you give it a second read, I think you'll understand it a little bit better. So here we are. All right, I'm going to give you words in context now. Here we go. All right, let's follow me with the vocabulary. And let me see, here we go. All right, I'm just gonna go full screen here. All right, so I've only got 12 vocabulary words just from the first half of the article. Okay, everybody follow me here. Ubiquity.
Ubiquity.
Detractors.
Detractors.
Lambasted.
Lambasted.
Repulsive.
Repulsive.
Reminiscent.
Reminiscent.
Very good. Now, do I have a volunteer to read the word in context, where I underline here where it's quoted from the article? Anyone would like to read this, just this sentence? Let's go, Sandy, go for it.
Yeah, but no one have ever achieved the weekly of a skiing game.
Ubiquity, but none have ever achieved the ubiquity of Squidgame. So in this context, what is the word ubiquity? What does that mean here?
Can be in some place and be like invisible person, maybe.
Not invisible, so it's right here, widespread presence. Arthur, go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like it's no the true feeling or the true in the Korean society. It's
well, focus on here's the definition and here's how it's used in the sentence. Focus on that.
with the rich presence.
None have achieved the ubiquity of Squid Game.
It is success, teacher.
That's pretty close. Yeah, Mikladine. Yeah. So ubiquitous means like it's gotten so popular. It's what.
Yeah, so popular. Yeah.
Yeah, it's what it means. It's so popular
Oh.
that it's becoming like this. People from around the world, when the first thing from South Korea they think of is this show.
Okay. Okay.
Which again we could compare to the popularity of Narcos and
Yeah.
Colombia. There's a ubiquity.
Ubiquity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or something being ubiquitous. Who would like to read detractors? Let's go for Herbert, go for it. Detractors.
Detractors. Squid Game detractors have also lamested the K-drama. How do you say that?
Lambasted. That's the next word.
K-drama.
Squid Game detractors have also lambasted the K-drama.
Lambasted.
Yeah, those who criticize. What does that mean?
That's when they give an opinion of something.
And it's a specific opinion.
Opinion, bad opinion.
Right. Criticize.
Or rude opinion.
Yeah, so a detractor is somebody who doesn't like it.
Don't like. Yeah.
Right, exactly. A detractor, that's a person who does not like it.
Yeah. I know this word.
And there's the same sentence here with this fancy vocab word. Lamarana, you want to try this one? Lambasted?
Okay.
Same sentence.
Lambasted. Criticize harshly.
Yep.
Squid Game detractor have also lambasted the key drama.
Very good. Yeah, so that means what?
Yeah, these the people have a really bad or thinking bad about that TV show.
Yeah, exactly. So the people who are detractors of Squid Game, they really have strong opinions against it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very good. Repulsive. Let's see, we have another volunteer.
Rafael.
You just did the last one. Carly, go for it.
Okay,
repulsive.
Repulsive. Was really repulsive to some Koreans.
There you go. So what does that mean? To be repulsed by something. I'll do it with
Don't
my
like. I don't like the.
Yeah. It's more than not liking. It's causing intense distaste.
Very bad.
Yeah, it's like, no, hate it.
I don't like.
Exactly. Good. You do it showing it in your voice, like, oh no. So this is what makes it interesting.
I think so. I don't like.
No, yeah, that is exactly right. So very often, so this is why it becomes quite interesting, because people around the world are watching this cultural export, this popular TV show, and many Koreans themselves are saying, no. So basically, so you make a friend at work, your friend is from South Korea, and you say, oh, you're from South Korea? I love Squid Game. They might hate you forever. I'm exaggerating. Maybe they'll forgive you, but it's a sensitive topic for them. It's like saying to a Colombian, "Oh, Narcos is the best show ever." They might look at you and be like,
No.
Right. It's complicated. There we go. All right. Next word, reminiscent. Emilia, go for it. You can read reminiscent.
Reminiscent. With scenarios and characters that were reminiscent of other K-dramas.
Very good. What does that mean?
Yes.
It's,
Yeah.
it's like remember something,
Yeah, to
to
remember.
think
Yeah.
again about something in the past.
Hmm. Yeah, it has some similarities to other popular Korean dramas. There are a few similarities. Like for instance, the drama Old Boy. There are a few characters. Okay, next word. And I'll go with I'll go back to green. Okay, everybody. 6 more vocabulary words. Follow me with pronunciation. Here we go. Conceive.
Conceived.
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 Sentimental.
Sentimental.
Melodramatic.
Melodramatic.
Panned.
Panned.
Exotic.
Exotic.
Very good. All right. Okay. Who would like to read this one in context? Conceived.
Conceived.
Me, teacher.
Go for it, Verioska.
Signed 2008 when the street was conceived.
Conceived.
Okay. Very good. So that means the original idea for the show, where it was formed, was a while back, 2008. And that's not uncommon. Sometimes people write a script for a movie or a TV show, and it takes years and years and years for it to happen. Judith, go for it. You can take sentimental.
Sentimental. Exaggerated or affected feeling.
Yep, there's the definition. Yep. Take
issue with the emotionally charged sense in the show, viewing them as excessively sentimental.
All right. I think you have 2 microphones in the room there. All right. Yeah. So exaggerated or affected feeling. Nice. Here's melodramatic. Who would like to read this one in context?
Me, teacher.
Safayo, go for it.
Melodramatic. Excessively sentimental and melodramatic. A character known as Sempa in Korean.
Shimpa. What is Shimpa? Shimpa.
Chimpa, yes. Chimpa in Korean.
So that's like a trend. That's their word for this English word, melodramatic.
Okay. Melodramatic.
Yep. Okay, penned. Who wants to take this one?
Let me go for it. Namarana.
All right, go for it.
Thank
But
you. But many Koreans who felt its scene were too weepy and over the top, paint it as a classic example of shimpa.
Yeah, many Koreans saw it as like, we've seen this before. Enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Last one, exotic.
Exotic.
Yeah, go for it.
And for global audiences, this kind of shimpa is relatively new and even exotic.
Very good. Very good. So yeah, so for people outside of the society, it's a new and exciting style of drama. For people within the society, they say, enough. Very good. All right, so let's just take a look. Now that you've got a little bit more context, let's do a little reading of the article itself. just the first half, just those first 4 or 5 paragraphs, because I think you're going to be able to have a different, a fresh look at the article after thinking about it here. Who would like to read this first paragraph? Oh, I see 3 hands up. Amaya, go for it.
Okay, from coffee price prince to jewel on the Polands to crash landing on you and countless other titles.
Mhm.
Titles. Korean dramas have captive international audience for decades, but none have ever achieved the ubiquity of Squidgame.
Ubiquity, yep.
Ubiquity, which showed to Netflix #1 spot in 90 countries within 10 days of its release this September. A few weeks later, it became the streaming platform's most watched series, overtaking Bridgerton.
Correct. And remember, this article is from 2021. All right, who would like to read the next paragraph? Let's go for Herbert.
Okay, you'll think, given all this, that a Squidgame could be well received on its home turf too, especially since South Korea is the birthplace of scary shows like Sweet Home and Kingdom, as well as shocking, suspenseful films such as Al Alive, Alive, Train to Busan, Parasite, and Park Chan-wook's Vengeance trilogy. But the truth is more complicated than that. As it turns out, South Koreans viewers are sharply divided over the show.
Very good. Who would like to read the next paragraph?
Me, teacher.
Okay, Safayo.
Fine. Okay. Interestingly, the same quality that made Squid Game an instant hit with non-Korean audience may have explained the relatively lukewarm response from South Korea. In a country where numerous residents have been exported the Japanese film and manga as well as Korean webtoon, the the survival game are feel all too familiar. Squid Game detractors have also lambasted the key drama for being overly graphic, with some expressing regret at having watched the series at all. PIUM, a tutor based in Biso, said that while she enjoyed the series, many of the friends didn't like the content because it was too violent for their taste, adding that the proof the show depiction of the evil, selfish side of human nature was really repulsive to some Korean.
Very good. Very good. All right. So that's the first half of the article, just the first few paragraphs. And now, before we go into breakout rooms, here's a question. Any similarities where you are from? Do people have mixed feelings about cultural exports? Now, what I mean is this. Think about where you are from. What is it what are the cultural exports? What do people think of first? Is it the music? Is it sports? Is it the clothes? Do people where you are from have similar mixed feelings? Take a minute to think about it, and then we'll go into breakout rooms. Do you like all of the cultural exports where you are from?
I don't understand the question.
So are there any similarities where you are from?
If they have their another thing that people have a mixed feeling about movie or other thing.
Yeah. So here we go. Safayo, I will I'm American, so America has so many cultural exports. It's an easy example. Safayo, what did you know about America before you came here?
When you've asked me this question, I remember my friend's teacher when we was at the high school. He said all the young men was now as American because they like dressing a big they like wearing a big dressing like American, big shoes, big cap. He said the young boy now is like American. Maybe.
Well, my question is, what information about American culture did you get before you lived here, Safayo?
Information. I think in my country people have a mixed feeling about American dressing.
Well,
Why?
well, no, that's not my question. Amelia, what were some? I'll give you, Amelia. What were bits of information you got about American culture before you lived here?
For example, this is the land of the opportunities.
There we go. So many Americans who are struggling are very unhappy about that idea. Which perhaps you probably experienced that animosity in your daily lives as immigrants. Why are you here? It's hard here.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's easy here? So many Americans probably hate that. Most Americans hate that. I guarantee you. Why do you all think everything is perfect here? What's wrong with you? Who told you it's perfect?
Yeah.
So all Americans hate that. I'll tell you. Maybe some Americans like that fantasy. Maybe like a 1% of Americans who are living the dream like that. The rest of us hate that. We hate that you all think life is perfect here. So that's an example. So Sophia, do you understand that as an example?
Yeah, I understand now.
Yeah. So here's the
understand now.
question. Are there any similarities where you are from? Do people have mixed feelings about cultural exports? So
let me think now. I have not idea what I have to say.
well, here's an example. Safayo, you are an African.
Yes.
You are a Muslim.
Yes.
Do you like all of the cultural exports?
No.
There you go. So now you understand the question. Do you like what the rest of the world thinks about you?
No.
There we go. So so that's it. Any similarities where you are from? And I'll underline it again. Do people have mixed feelings about cultural exports? So think about where you are from and how that culture is perceived around the world. So we're practicing an advanced level of thinking. Do people have mixed feelings about cultural exports? Helenice, I'll give how's it going?
I'm sister. I'm sorry I'm here. I listening.
Oh no, I just have a quick question. When Americans find out you are from Brazil, what do Americans first think about? Do they?
Well, it's so a bad question, but I think it's for me, for example, I think it's here in America, it's more easy to buy something or, for example, buy a car. It's if you convert the dollar for real, the car for Brazil is five plus, I don't know, 5x. For example, $1 is 5 or 6 real. It's just very stupid conversion. In Brazil, it's a lot. It's a lot tax, everything, and in Brazil is so hard, and you work a lot. And for example, when you one weekend you have $1,000, and it's ridiculous comparison and question about the money. I talked to about the money, but it's the difference for not just for money, but just how can you live here? You work a lot. I believe in any part, any country, you work hard, but sometimes no. I think for me, you have more opportunity.
Well, the question is, the people in Brazil have mixed feelings about cultural exports. So I'm going to give an example. Here we go. Last week, you gave an example about flip-flops. Yeah. Or I can give another example. Like a lot of Americans, one of the first things we think of are barbecues.
Yeah.
Many of us Americans, we think that that's all people eat every day.
Yes, but in this country, it's barbecue. For example, in my state in Brazil, it's very famous, the food, but the meat itself.
Right.
For time when I was younger, it's you have a barbecue every weekend. Right now, the price is very, very expensive. If you buy some meat, it's very, very a lot different. This is a reason I think. For example, if I planning something for the party and I, for example, I have conditions do here.
Oh, I think we lost you there for a second. Does everybody get the question? Do people have mixed feelings about cultural exports where you were from? Herbert, yes.
Teacher, I think, for example, when I say I'm from Guatemala, probably many people think that I used to live in a jungle. And yeah, we have a lot of mountains and volcanoes, but yeah, we also houses as everybody.
Nice. All right. Does everybody understand the question? Mixed feelings about cultural exports. So whatever aspects of your culture the rest of the world receives, do people have mixed feelings about it? So there's the question. All right, let's go into breakout rooms. Here we go. Okay, you can join your breakout rooms now.